1, 2, 3, 4. And good evening to those of you who are coming in by way of social media. Very controversial subject on tonight, and I'm going to deal with something controversial even before we start on tonight, dealing with missing children. And then I'm going to go into the subject matter. Hoping that your day, those of you who are here on social media, that you've had a great one. Now we're going to get ready to do what we do. Y'all know the rules on social media. Once you get out of place, you're gone, and you're never coming back. There is no parole, there is no pardon, there is no retreat. Yeah. Good evening to you from Dallas, Texas, Claudia Smith. Cleveland's in the house.
So what's not playing? You said the speakers is off?
That's what she said. She said something. You can't hear this through it. Now you can hear when I do the phone through the speaker because it's set up like a mic.
Oh, okay.
But you can't hear the others.
You just tried something again. So you can turn everything up out here. And you can turn
Atlanta's in the. But see, that's not in real time, no way. Yeah, well, that's in real time. Yeah, I do. And see, we got a blank spot because she has to
30 seconds.
She has to do it manually. Now she says when the end of the song plays, you got a moment of because she got to switch over. And just when you thought it was safe, it's absolutely, positively not. And good Wednesday evening to you. And glad to have each and every one of you here on tonight. And now I know a lot of you all will be watching me and watching King James at the very same time. Will y'all just keep me abreast of what the score is? Because King James is going to pull it off, and the Cavaliers are on tonight. Y'all just keep me abreast of what the game is looking like on tonight. How y'all doing? I hope you're feeling good on tonight. I've got a very controversial subject that I'm going to deal with that maybe many of you as parents are not aware of, and even some of you who are not parents are aware of. And it's called self-hurting, self-harm. And I want to deal with this subject of you hurt me, so I'm going to hurt me too. I'm going to get into that in a few minutes, but I want to deal with something else as well. I had today to call the director of the city of Memphis Police Department. I have his cell phone, and because I don't have time to go through all of it, I'll get, there's no secretaries. I called the director today personally because of the approach of some of the officers in the missing persons department of the city of Memphis Police. There are many children, especially young ladies, who are missing in this city. Many of them. It has been stated that black children are not treated like white children when they go missing. But police officers sometimes are not as concerned as they should be, and they don't have the right tone or the right mannerism when they're dealing with parents who are distraught over their children, especially their young girls, missing. I got a call yesterday. Well, damn. Whoever the hell you are, know I'm working. So why the hell are you calling me? We got to call 6910143 and tell them that that I'm working. See, okay. Let me do this. Okay, cut it off. I got a call from a young lady that I've known for a period of time. And I had not talked with her in about 6, 7, 8 years. So when she called me on yesterday, it was surprising to hear from her. And we talked about old times and things of that nature. Then she shared with me that her daughter, Maya, was missing. And that her daughter had been missing since last week for about 11 days. Her daughter, which is 16 years of age in 2016, was abducted by having a gun put to her head. She had been 14 at that time, taken into sex trafficking. When the mother put posters out and she was looking for her daughter, she ran across someone that knew where the daughter was, but got the message to whoever it was that abducted the young lady. And they took the child to New Orleans to continue sex trafficking. The young girl got away from her pimps or whatever it was, the guys who put her into this lifestyle, called her mom. She was at a store. The mom on another phone calls that particular store and tell the employees of that store not to let her leave, not to let anyone come in and abduct her again. She got her daughter back. The young girl has ran away on several occasions. She's putting out posters, and she's got posters. Her child again is missing. I went by and picked up one of the flyers, and while I was there, she called the Memphis Police Department. She had went yesterday to missing persons, and a Sergeant D. Cummings that's over the case shared with her that, well, what we're going to do, we've got the posters out, and what we're going to do is put out a city watch, which means that all of the police officers will have her information. Is that picture up? Is that picture ready, T? See if you can put this young lady's picture up. Yeah, you're going to have to bring it down. and take it to my side and not in front of my lovely face.
We try.
Can you shrink it down some?
She's working on
Okay, but in the meantime, we'll go with it just like that. This young lady's name is Maya Allen. Huh? Well, I move over this way, this way. You know, it's opposite when I look at the monitor. Okay, now, I'm still in the shot. The police department had, thank you, the police department had promised her that they would put out a citywide watch, and they did not put out that citywide watch on yesterday. So I was there when she called the police department on this morning. The first officer that she talked to was very nice and polite. And I wanted to know, she had me on speaker, had the phone call on speaker. I wanted to know about the Amber Alert. He wanted to know who was speaking. I said Thaddeus Matthews. Well, immediately when I said Thaddeus Matthews, well, we're going to have to talk to a supervisor. Supervisor came on the phone. I believe it was an officer McDaniels, and he was the rudest mother that I've heard in a long time. Ain't your child ran away before? This ain't the first time your child ran away. She done ran away before. I stayed very polite. Didn't cuss not one time. I said, sir, I just asking some questions. Well, let me talk to her. I don't want to talk to you. I said, well, the mother's right here, and she's giving me permission to speak with you. So it got ugly. His attitude, I stayed very nice. Can y'all believe I stayed very nice? I said, I know what I do. I said, hey, doc, I ain't got to deal with you. I'm going to call the police director. I called Director Rollins, and I shared with Mike what was going on. The director and I have a relationship. There's no Anna between me and the police director at all. And I guess that's the reason I have his cell phone. I said, Director, something has to be done. The manner in which this mother, who was very concerned about her daughter, no matter how many times she's missing, is not the police department's concern. Find the child. The director agreed with me. And he said, look, give me her number. I gave him, the mother's name is Tijuana Allen. I gave him her number. He called her on her job, had one of the chiefs to call. And then this evening, that City Watch came into being. So then the police gonna call her back. We done did what we said. No, y'all didn't do a damn thing, officers. Had not Thaddeus Matthews gotten involved, had not Thaddeus Matthews went over your head and talked with the director of police, this situation would not have remedied itself. This 16-year-old who has been in sex trafficking, who suffers from bipolarism 1. I didn't know bipolarism had numbers on it. She's been treated for stabilization at Lakeside. She's been at the Crestland Center. This is a troubled young lady. But to know that we have police officers in this city that have the attitude, maybe you miss chasing the cops and robbers, and you don't like being in the missing persons. But, sir, you were very, very rude. it was not your concern how many times this child has ran away. She's a runaway right now. And we don't even know whether she's a runaway or whether she's been abducted. When I was speaking with the director, I wanted to know why there was no Amber Alert. I didn't know the criteria, and that was the initial question that I wanted to ask the initial officer that I spoke with. And the director told me these situations are the Amber Alerts normally will come when there is an abduction and we know who the abductee may be. But the City Watch was what was promised to Miss Allen on yesterday, and the police department didn't do a damn thing until I, the cussing crowd, spoke with the director of police. She recorded her conversation with the police officer. Cut this up for me so that you police officers can lie and say, because y'all probably watching now, we didn't ask her, your daughter your daughter done ran away before. How many times she ran? She done ran away 100 times. I said, well, damn, man. Is that the way you speak with a mother? The first officer that she spoke with was very pleasant in his conversation. Can you turn it up a little bit in the studio for me?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, Tom.
I'm calling you this morning.
Can you give me some more in the studio? Is the sound, check to see the sound around TV.
So they had no manager and job today. And I know y'all said y'all want to be a city watch, but I'm going to use that myself. I did it before. And I'm very agitated with the police department. I mean, y'all labeling my daughter as a habitual runaway. That's not our place to do that. Okay? Okay, that's why y'all haven't done a city watch. And I'm real agitated by that. I'm not going to put up here and fake the function. And I know that nobody with MPD is out looking for her. Y'all haven't made my way. I know this. Okay? But I myself called and asked for officers to meet me in the area that I was in, and nobody never met me. And I'm not moved, I'm not bothered by that part, because I am her mother, and I'm her only and her best advocate. At the end of the day, I don't give a damn if she's running over 1,000 times. It's still a life, it's still a human life, and she's a child. Okay? And she's my child. So I don't know what y'all conversations has been, among each other downtown, and that's really not important to me. The only thing that's important to me is me doing what I need to do and what's necessary for the safety and getting Maya out of home, so she can go where she needs to be. And it seems like people would take a little bit more instead of, because she was involved in Henry Jackson a year ago. Okay? And she, I mean, you're a police officer. You are over this case.
Okay.
And I'm doing, as far as I'm concerned, I feel like I'm doing y'all job and my job.
Okay.
I've asked people, to support me outside of the police department, and I'm not ignorant. I'm not.
Hold on this morning, and we'll take up my guest talking. Hold on.
Okay.
This is where for a moment this is the initial officer, he puts her on hold. The phone is open, and I'm listening to the conversation. I haven't said anything at this point. Those are your social media.
I'm not.
You may not be able
Okay.
to hear it. I can't make it out loud. It's sounding fine on TV.
I'm not.
She's waiting for him to come back to the phone.
Man, I'm in 850. That is all yesterday, I don't know. I think a little bit of this and that. I don't know. This the police on the phone. The sergeant. The baby.
We're waiting for the officer to come back to the phone. Those of you who are watching on TV, this is the young lady, 16 years old, I'm referencing.
Okay. Now, Ms. Allen,
Yeah.
what is it you would like me to do that I haven't already done?
Say it again.
Always a
What would you
little
like
else.
me to
Get
do?
the off my page with that shit.
So what, can you explain to me, when I went downtown, and they said, when the lieutenant came down, the downtown police, and he said that there, we had no knowledge. And you know what, really aggravated me, and I said I was gonna call you this morning. And as a mother, okay, and there's a daughter that's out here, and nobody knows where she's at, okay, I have a right to be aggravated. I'm a parent. I'm not just a mother, I'm a parent, okay? And what really agitated me, but I said, when another officer saw her picture and said that he saw her downtown a couple of days ago. And we saw the flyer, they didn't have a knowledge, they haven't got nothing in roll call there. So any broadcast. And I was very, very upset. I was upset with you.
Okay.
Because you told me you were working on this early yesterday morning.
Yes, ma'am.
So,
I did send it out.
excuse me?
I did send it out like I said I would.
And I even called you yesterday and I asked you, what happened to, you said you were going to send officers out in the area on summer. And it's like, I always have to ask you, like I did yesterday. You didn't, it's just, I don't know. A lot of this stuff is not adding up to me. And this is very serious to me because this is my child. I know it's not your child, but it's my child. I'm quite sure you will feel the same way I feel and want more work to be put into whatever is necessary if it was your child or your grandchild or your niece, okay? And this is how I feel.
You're right.
So where do you go to this point?
Okay, what is it you like me to do that I haven't already done? So let me ask you a question. This is the close friend of Ms. Allen. My name is Fabulous Matthews. Yes, sir. What is the criteria for an Amber Alert? So I tell you what, I'm gonna let you speak with my supervisor, okay? I'm sure you all right. Thank you, ma'am.
This is where I interjected. This is where he said, well, let me get the supervisor.
You know what?
Now I want you to listen to the supervisor when the supervisor comes on the line. Yeah, bitch, back. So we're waiting for the supervisor. I guess that's.
Hello? Hello?
Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm fine. Look, you kind of know what you... Who? Is this okay with you? Yes, she is. Okay, who else talks? She did. She did.
Now listen to her.
How many times does I have smile out of red and white? How many times? How many times did you get an handle on that?
You have to math and correct.
Without, you still make money.
I said, no, it's not 100 and something, so you have the math incorrect. I mean, what, at the end of the day, the math is keep my son.
Hello?
Yes, I'm here. I'm not ignorant of death. You don't have to keep saying this happening. I'm here.
Okay, you're not acknowledging. That's why you pick
At this point, and we can basically really stop it, bring the speaker down. You get this clown, Lieutenant Daniels, on the line, and ain't she ran away before? She ran away 100 times. Nigga, that ain't none of your damn business. That ain't your concern. And see, and let me share with you, Lieutenant. See, I'm the one that don't have to be scared of the police. I'm the one that called your boss. And I shared with you when you were on the phone. Okay, brother, and I think I was very polite. I didn't cuss. I didn't raise my voice. I very intelligently held my peace because my concern was the child. Wasn't trying to flex. I want to know where this child is. Why haven't you, if you promised this mother on yesterday that you were going to put out a city watch, why didn't you? So don't come this evening calling the mother and telling the mother, see, we done got it done. You didn't do a damn thing, brother. Had I not called your boss, had I not spoken with your police director, the city watch would not be out. But it goes to show you that in this community that is majority black, that we got some black folk that's in position that don't give a damn about our folk. And that particular Lieutenant Daniels, you call yourself a damn supervisor. What if it was your child? What if it was a child that's in your family? Is that the same reaction that you would give? I don't give a damn about you, brother. And now, that's it. I don't give a damn whether you the police or not. I ain't got no wants and warrants, so I ain't got to be scared of you. But I called the police director, and the police director got it done. In fact, the police director told her, as a mother, don't talk to y'all. A chief called her, and she's been instructed to deal with the chief that is in charge. This young lady's name, and you see a picture here on the screen, her name is Maya Allen. She is 16 years of age, female black, black hair. We guess, you know, when children change their hair colors. Her eyes are brown. She's about 5'3" and 170 pounds. She was last seen in the 1000 block of Peabody Avenue. She was last seen wearing a black dress, blue jean jacket, and sandals with fur. If you see her, locate or notify MPD at 545-2677, 545-2677, and or the Missing Persons Bureau at 636-4479. The Missing Persons Bureau is 636-4479. But I played that recording on air so that you would see what we work with in the city of Memphis. That was the first officer, very nice gentleman. Yes, we heard the name Thaddeus Matthews. Let's go and get a supervisor because this could turn out another way. So the other police officer, yo, Lieutenant, you gonna flex, brother. Y'all got Thaddeus Matthews on the phone. I don't give a damn about, okay, brother, good. I don't give a damn whether you gave a damn because I know your boss. You gonna flex, Miss Allen, the mother called me because y'all wouldn't do what you were supposed to do. So don't take credit, brothers, this evening saying that y'all got a damn thing done, because you did. To that first officer, sir, you did what you were supposed to do. And when you heard my name, I don't blame you. Because it could turn ugly, like it's turning ugly right now. But I have no issue with you, sir. But I do that. Lieutenant Daniels, or Mac Daniels, whatever the hell his name is, I think it's, somebody sent me, Mac Daniel. Brother, you need some sensitivity training. Is that what they call it? Some sensitivity training. If you're going to be in the missing persons division, show some sensitiveness to mothers and fathers who have children out there, okay? So I did see it on Channel 13 as a city-wide watch, and but you couldn't get that until after I made the call today. Because even when a parent calls the mainstream media, not me, but the mainstream media, they got to jump through hoops. They got to get the okay of the city police. They will not, 3, 5, 13, 24, and 30 is not going to put your story up about your missing child until they have spoken with the police department. Thaddeus Matthews is going to do what Thaddeus Matthews does. I don't give a damn about waiting to see what the police department is saying. If your child is missing, and our concern is the well-being of the child, then Thaddeus does what Thaddeus does, and I don't give a damn what anybody else says. In fact, kiss my ass and call it sweet, because I'm going to do what I have to do. So if you see this child, look at her good, there on the screen. Her name is Maya Allen. She's 16. She suffers from a mental disorder, and she's been off of her meds for the past 11 days. If you as an adult, if you are harboring her, you are breaking the law, okay? Send her home to her mama. Call the police, let them come get her, drop her off at the fire station. Do something. Our concern and the ministry of Naked Truth and the Thaddeus Matthews show is to make sure that our children, and especially our girls, are taken care of. I had a father call me last night. I don't know him. He didn't call me back this morning. His daughter then ran away. And he had no information. He didn't know nothing. He didn't know whether she was with her mama. She didn't know. He didn't know anything. He knew she had a Facebook page, but he didn't know how to get on her Facebook page. He knew absolutely nothing. This is the reason I keep telling you, you need to know everything about a child that's in your house. You need to know all of the passwords of any social media site that your children have, because they keep in contact on that Facebook, that Instagram, and anything else. Times are too perilous right now to let our children, and especially our young girls, just go out and you don't know nothing. You live in your own life and you know nothing about the life of your child. Well, the Thaddeus Matthews Show and the Digital Liberation and Empowerment Ministries, we gonna get involved, and ain't a damn thing that nobody can do or say about it. All right, you can take Maya down now. When we come back from commercial break, I'm going to be talking about you hurt me, so I'm going to hurt me too. Something that many of our young people are doing, young boys as well as young girls. It's a subject that we don't talk about, y'all damn sure don't talk about it in the church. Is mental illness. We don't talk about. There are many young girls who are cutting themselves up with razors and all types of instruments because of the pain and the trauma that they're going through emotionally. They inflict pain on themselves. It's called self-harm or self-injury. We're going to get into that subject right after these commercial messages. You need to find that one out now.
I am. I'm saying.
Why is my commercial freezing? We are in commercial break. Ooh, it's hot. I gotta come out of this. I almost want to get naked. Take my shirt, my pants, and my drawers off. Somebody says a real naked truth. That would be the real naked truth. I feel like just getting bucket ass naked. Sitting here and just do this show. Shantae, you couldn't stand it, baby. If I got naked here, you couldn't stand it, baby. We ain't got no, in this part of the studio, ain't got no air. I'm burning up. How come I can't do it? But if you want me to come to Cleveland, all y'all gotta do is pay the speaking fee, fly
30
me in,
seconds.
and keep me one of them nice hotels, motels. All right, we're good to go.
20 seconds. Ten seconds. Five, four, three, two.
And welcome back to the Thaddeus Manthey Show. I gotta get over to Moses. It's hot in the studio. I ain't got no air in the studio. I been putting down one of them pretty suits on today, and I done had to come up out there tired, Jesus, so I can breathe. I gotta go over to M&K tomorrow. They got some excellent two-peats. They just ain't got none of my size. I was, see, this time, last year, I was about 50, 60 pounds heavier. Ain't God good? Look at God. And I was wearing in them two pieces. You know, I get them all tailored and get them embroidered after I buy them. There were 5 X's. I got a closet full of them. And I went to put some on because this time of year on TV, I don't like to wear suits because I'm hot, okay? I'm hot natured. And they were just hanging up off me. So Moses, you're about to get some, I don't know, I went over to try some 3X's on this afternoon. The pants, I ain't got down to no 44 waist now. So we're gonna have to get on something that the Fatty Bear can put on, okay? But if y'all want to dress up like the Fatty Bear, then go get you some clothing from M&K. Because see, I'm gonna always be impeccably dressed. I'm gonna always be matching, okay? The shoes, the socks, everything has to match. My color for the day is purple. Purple is my favorite color. So I got on purple shoes, okay? If I got on a brown suit, brown shoes. You don't put no brown shoes on with no black suit. Ooh, you got a black suit, you put some brown, that's country. If you want to be impeccably dressed like the custom pastor, then go to M&K. They're gonna take care of you. Now let me deal with this subject. You hurt me, so I'm going to hurt you. I want to deal with self-harm or self-injury, which means hurting yourself on purpose. One common method is cutting yourself with a knife. But anytime someone deliberately hurts herself or himself, you're harming yourself. Self-harm is used to cover the feelings of hurt anger, inadequacies, despair, and even sometimes awkwardness. Black girls are the least likely to receive psychological treatment. Black boys are most likely to injure themselves. You didn't think that black boys go through depression? Sometimes you as mothers and maybe even you as fathers, you need to look at your arms, the arms and the legs and the chest area of your, especially your little girls who have been traumatized. Young girls who have been in a house where you have allowed your man to rape them, to molest them, to penetrate them. And that child goes through a period of psychological depression, okay? They can't help it. They've been raped, and they feel so many times that you as the mother was not there to protect them, or that you turned a blind eye to what was going on in their lives, so they're hurting. So to add real pain to themselves, they go and inflict injury to themselves. Diagnosis that's associated with self-injury is borderline personality disorder, mood disorders, eating disorders, obsessive compulsive disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder, dissociative disorders, anxiety and panic attacks, impulse control disorder not otherwise specified. A lot of times, parents have told their children, "You gonna be all right. You gonna get over. We gonna pray about it." But you don't deal with the ailment. You don't deal with the ailment of what's going on in their lives. I was talking to Tijuana this morning as we were talking about Maya, who at gunpoint was taken into sex trafficking 2 years ago at the age of 14, having to perform sexual acts with grown men. Now, whether you want to come to the realization or not, when a 14-year-old is forced into sex trafficking and forced into being raped and molested by your boyfriend that's living there in the house, over a period of time, there is a level of maturity that comes to them that is premature. It's premature for that 14-year-old to have to be performing all type of unwanted sex acts, being forced to have sex acts, and then sometimes you as a mother, you think that the child just supposed to get over. Some of you are crazy enough to say that when this child starts to having disorders, that she's just trying to play the victim. Well, damn, she is a victim. She's two victims. She's two kinds of victims. She's a victim of what happened to her with the man that was in your house, that you allowed sexual acts to take place. Then she's a victim of your not being there to prevent it. You in the house, Pastor. Thank you. Yeah. She's a victim. She is a victim. She's not pretending, and a psychological disorder has taken place in that child's mind, and you as a parent sometimes cannot understand the hurt that the child's going through. It's not her fault. That's the reason we wrote the song. It's not her fault, but still, even though it's not her fault, the disorder is still there. And I get sick of you holier than thou folk. Well, we're going to go to the bishop. We're going to go to the pastor. Hell, he don't know a damn thing about dealing with the psychosis of that goes along with abuse and trauma that is happening in that young girl or even that young boy. You need to get you some professional help. Well, I'm just waiting on Jesus. Well, Jesus has called people into place and given them knowledge and abilities to be able to minister. The doctor is a minister. He's a minister of medicine. See, the word minister comes from the word administer. And all that means is that he's administering some help to your mind. And we as black folk, we don't want to understand that we have mental disorder. I think I got some mental disorders. I heard amens all over the country right then. Yeah, sometimes I got some issues. Huh? Oh, yeah. I got some issues. And guess what? You got some issues too. You just don't want to realize that you got some issues. And we as black folk, we don't want to deal with mental health. The black church has blinded us. Good God Almighty, Pastor. You want to wait on Jesus, and Jesus is waiting for you to go to somebody that he's given the knowledge to administer help to you. You waiting for God to come all the way down and talk to you and tell you, take your daughter and get her some help. Take your son and get him some help. Now, when we talk about self-harm, and we talk about administering pain to ourselves, one of the methods is scratching and pinching. This behavior included severely scratching or pinching with fingernails or objects to the point that bleeding occurred or marks remained on the skin. I'm hurting. You won't take me to get no help. So you hurt me. Mama, you turned a blind eye to what was going on with me. Look at what's going on with me. And Mama, I was being raped by your man. I was being penetrated by your man that you brought into our house, made him a part of the family. And you turned a blind eye. Mama, 3-4 long years, your man was touching me. See if you can find that poem from down. I don't think it's in this one. It might be in this. Your man was touching me. I hear you say, Mama. See if it's in there. I hear you say, Mama, I didn't know what was going on, baby. But Mama, you should have known. You should have known my pain. You should have known my hurt. He ain't my daddy, no way. Why you bring him in the house? Why you let him hurt me? So, since he hurt me, I'm gonna let myself feel some real pain. Let me scratch myself up. Let me take the knife. Let me take the razor. Let me carve up my arms. It ain't in there? Huh? It's on my desk? probably say. Mama, how come you don't know? That's the reason I'm having no more secrets, no more lies. Because some of you mamas lying. You shamed, you embarrassed now. Okay, I ain't gonna go. I ain't gonna go out some of that. Yes, I am. And I'm gonna make somebody mad. You done had a boyfriend or a man living with you, and they molest your child or your kid. He's gone now, but he's maybe in jail or. But here you now, you got you another boyfriend. Got yourself another friend. And you allow your friend to come to your house. And you ain't there. Pastor, you can step on somebody's shoulders. Should no man come and cut the grass? Mow the lawn, I guess mow the lawn, that's the same thing. Shouldn't do nothing at your house. And you ain't there. And your child has been a victim of sexual abuse. You shouldn't even be talking about another man in the presence of your daughters. And you already then took your children or your child through sexual abuse. And then you talk about another man, my friend. And I know I'm stepping on somebody, and I really don't care. Because see, some things just got to be said. You don't need no man in the presence of your daughters ever again in life. In fact, your picking of a man ain't too damn good, no way. So you don't really need yourself no man. And if you as a mother wants to tell me, I'll take it, but I ain't gonna believe it, that you are bringing a man into your house and around your children and you don't know what's going on. You have allowed a man to be that comfortable with your daughters. You're a good man. Something is mighty wrong. Some of you low down, petty, trifling ass heifers. You so stigmatized that you're not looking at what's going on in your life. The scratching, the pinching, the impact with objects. This self-harm behavior includes banging or punching objects to the point of bruising or bleeding. Young boys, because of hurt and trauma. Maybe it's because you kept their daddy away and they need a daddy or something is going on dysfunctional in the house. He starts to banging the walls and banging the doors until his fists bleed because he's hurting so on the inside that he wants to show the pain on the outside. But we don't want to talk about that. We don't want to talk about that. That's not a comfortable conversation. You got children that's ripping their skin. They're ripping and tearing away skin. They're carving. This way of self-harm is when a person carves words or symbols into the skin. This is separate from cutting. Then you have the child that interferes with healing. This way of self-mutilization is often a combination with other types of self-harm. I ain't gonna take no medicine for this. You done diagnosed me crazy, I ain't gonna take my pills. Because I'm gonna feel this pain. Then you got those that burn themselves. They'll take a lighter and set it to their skin. Then you have the group that rubs objects into the skin. This type of self-harm involves the rubbing of sharp objects such as glass into the skin. Then you got one that young girls use called hair pulling. This, you pulling your hair out. They got a long word for this. We had to break this one down for me in syllables. Trichotillomania. Trichotillomania. Pulling your hair out, then pulling your hair out and eating it. Have you watched, have you observed your children when their behavior patterns change? And let me give you mothers something. When your young daughter is screwing, her whole chemical imbalance, she becomes chemically imbalanced. Because she becomes a part of every drop of semen that goes in her. Every time a man, or every time a woman rather, is penetrated. You pick up the DNA, there's a portion of that man's DNA. Whether you get pregnant or not, there's a portion of that man's DNA become a part of you. The reason some of you women act such a damn fool, y'all got too many DNAs in you. And you didn't have too many DNAs in you because you didn't have too many in you. But why would you for your children? You rather party. Some of y'all got some friends that cut themselves. Some of you need to go look at your daughter's arms tonight. She always wearing a long sleeves blouse, even when it's hot outside. Why you got that? It's just comfortable, Mom. It looked good on me. You need tonight, many of you, as parents, you need to go in there and roll up your daughter's arms. Look at her arms. Look to see, especially if there is something emotional that has happened. Even if you have separated from the father and that child loves her daddy, she's reacting to the hurt that she's feeling by physically harming herself. You need to go and roll her sleeves up and look at her arms. But then some of y'all don't give a damn. You don't care. All you care about, you go to the club. You don't care. Look at her legs. I was hearing about a young girl that was cutting her leg open and putting objects on the inside of her legs. Now, I know this is not a popular subject, but it's something that we need to deal with. We don't want to deal with the disorders, the mental disorders that are taking place in the black community. You don't want to deal with it because you may see you in the mirror. The dysfunction you see in your child may be the dysfunction that was you, and you pass that dysfunction on to that child. It's sad, but it's true. This is one of the reasons that on Saturday, June the 16th, at the Naked Truth Liberation and Empowerment Ministry, 3835 Raleigh Milton Road, from 10 until 4. I'm having a workshop. No more secrets, no more lies. Some of you mothers are lying to yourself. You know that child been through some pain. And I wish I had Diamond's child at my church. I wish I had her letter here. Where she described the pain and trauma she went through for 3 years from her mama's boyfriend. Diamond, 16 years old, has ran away too. A pastor's work was never done. She's ran away. But I'm grateful for the girls' mentoring classes because she's corresponding with the girls in the mentoring class. She don't want to be there with her mom right now. I've let the women that run that, I've let them handle that. I've listened to what has been said. They always talk with the young lady. The young lady is texting and letting the girls know that she's okay. But if the mother's watching, I got to say something as your pastor that may help somebody else. And you can get mad at me if you want, I don't care. The truth is the truth. When you left those children there so you could go to work and you decided that you were going to let them stay at the house by themselves, yes, you told them don't have no boy on the inside of the house. Boy came over to the house, outside the house. And you heard about it. sent your friend to go, don't say nothing to him, but go and see what's going on. Let me share something with this mother. To have been molested and raped and penetrated by your boyfriend for a period of 2 or 3 years. And I wish I had that poem here with me that she wrote. There's a pain that she's feeling. And she ran away after you sent the other man to just watch. See what they're doing and report it back. The wrong move was to send a man to your house, because the last time a man was at the house, she became a victim. So in the child's mind, I know my mama gonna get mad, but it's all right. I didn't have for married me a long time, but I gotta tell it the way it is. In the child's mind, here come another man. See, in my mind, Mama, you should have left work and went home to see about the situation yourself. But when you sent your friend over to the house, go cut the yard, just see what's going on. You gave that child a flashback of the hurt and the pain that she's already been going through. And I've already heard that the child has been self-harming herself. But here's a young girl that was being raped every morning when you went to work by the preacher that was living with you. The girl wrote in the poem that she would wipe the white stuff off her legs every morning. She wrote that she wished she had got pregnant so that there would be some evidence of what was going on. From my understanding, she went to her cousin's house. The wrong move was to call her, you better come home. I'm going to bring the police over there. Nobody in their right mind going to stay there and wait till the police come. If you're 2 years old, you know you need to go with the police on their way. It should just calm down and let the situation diffuse. Don't bring no more men around your daughter. And no, I'm not talking about Maya. I'm talking about a young lady by the name of Diamond. That's a member of Naked Truth Liberation and Empowerment Ministries. Maya was a young girl that went at the age of 14, somebody put a gun to her head and took her into sex trafficking. Took her all the way to New Orleans, and that mother went to New Orleans after that child got away and brought her back, but she's ran away again. 2 separate cases. Okay, I'm talking right now about the member of Naked Truth. And I preach from my pulpit. I'm preaching that you women that bring men into your house, you killing your children. You need some dick that bad? Yes, I'm gonna just say it. You need some dick that bad? If the man can't take you somewhere and do it to you, then you got the wrong broke ass man in the first place. You women thinking that you gotta have a man in your house to survive. And you got daughters in your house. You are setting your daughters up to be molested. That's the reason I'm doing no more secrets, no more lies. Some of you mamas ought to be ashamed. You don't need no dick that bad. If that thing just that hot, go and buy yourself one of them great big dildos. Put some grease on it, run it up in your ass until you just wet all over it, squirt all over the room. But you're bringing men into your house that's jeopardizing your daughters. This ain't your, nigga, truth ain't your grandmama's church. I ain't your grandmama's pastor. I'm gonna say some things that them punk ass Negroes, they scared to say. They put in hollering, running and jumping, and your life is still in turmoil. You living in a living hell down here. Well, we don't want you to go to hell. Well, hell, she already, that child is in hell, and you started the fire. You're killing your daughters. Then some of you broke ass heifers. You won't go get a job, so you get some old worthless ass, no good ass Negro and bring him in your house. He got a penny ante job. He work at McDonald's. Y'all got a damn Big Mac for dinner every damn day. Some days they don't even bring you no damn fries. You just want a man in your house. And the man is there because he wants your daughter. Why you got him there? Pastor, it's hard, but it's fair. It's hard, but it's fair. I don't think the preacher ought to be saying that. Your preacher should have been saying this all the time. If your preacher ain't talking like I'm talking, why the hell you at his church? He giving you an emotional orgasm, and you don't even know how to live. An orgasm ain't nothing but a temporary good feeling, and some of y'all don't even know what the damn orgasm is. Most of y'all gotta make yourself have one. The pastor should have been saying this. Apostle. A positive waste of damn time. Bishop. Bishop, that's what you is. Because you ain't saving the life. You don't have a holistic ministry. Our young girls are hurting themselves. They're committing suicide because of the traumas that they're going through. I don't care if you get mad at me. I'm sorry, because I'm about saving the lives of our children. You're getting mad at me, you just be one more Negro in line that's mad at me. And that line's round the block and down the road by now. I got to tell it the way it is. Let's take a commercial break, and I'll be back with more here on the Fabulous Man TV show. Woo! It's hard, but it's fair. Woo, we're in commercial break, y'all. Need to put prayer back in school. No, you need to put prayer in your damn house. Not prayer in the school. Y'all worry about the prayer in the. Is that fuck you for me? Well, let me get rid of you. And too many you spend your time on your knees and ain't getting up off your knees doing nothing. Anybody know the scope of the game right now? See, if you play at your house, then you ain't got to worry about school. Dale, every day when her child went to school, what's that prayer you have your daughter repeat every day?
Make an A today, do what your teacher say, have some problems, be sure to pray.
Every day.
Every day.
Every day. 14-4. Who in the lead? Calves up. Good. Thank you. I got the score now. Thank y'all. Whoa, it's hot, Jesus. This is the only folder I had.
Yeah, the other ones had the sheriff and all that stuff. That's what it is.
There's more where you're going. Still in commercial break. Woo. How many more left? Huh? One more.
We coming back after this.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna lead into it's not your fault. I'm going to lead into it's not your fault.
Seconds.
Okay. Woo.
Seconds. Five, four, three, two.
And welcome back to the Thaddeus Matthews Show. You know, I've been telling you about Porter's Insurance for quite some time now, and he has helped a number of you. Well, Porter can also help you with your Medicare needs as well. If you have Medicare, that's at the red, white, and blue card, or you're turning 65 and about to be on Medicare, Porter can help you find ways to lower your out-of-pocket costs on medical expenses. Or maybe you have some questions about extra benefits, such as dental, vision, or you want to see if you may qualify for any extra health benefits. Well, whatever questions you have, Porter can help you. So if you want to see what is available to help you lower your medical expenses with Medicare, call Porter as soon as possible at 870-1326. Area code 901-870-1326. He got you some, okay? All right, we've been talking. I want you to make sure as a woman, as a young lady, that on Saturday, June the 16th, that you are at the Naked Truth Liberation and Empowerment Ministries. As I am holding a workshop on sexual molestation entitled No More Secrets, No More Lies. The Child Advocacy Center is going to be there. Other speakers are going to be in there. And I'm bringing all the way from Houston, Texas, a sexual trauma expert who is a survivor also of sexual abuse. It is open to the public. It is absolutely free to you. I don't care what color you are. I don't care what denomination you are. You need to be here. You need to find out what is happening. You need to be able to talk to your daughter. You're going to hear about a whole lot of things that's happening with our daughters. If you would like to support what is happening, yeah, there are some expenses in putting this on. And that is the reason I'm about to ask you to be a contributor. Because it's free to get in. It's absolutely free. If you got $100, you got $25, you got $50 that you can help us defray the cost of this. And y'all, it ain't going to me because they don't pay me. I don't get nothing. I just bring all these ministries to you. The girls' mentoring program, we're working on something now to do a young boys and men's mentoring as well. I'm in the process of putting together, what do we call it? The professional clothes closet.
The gentleman's gear and garments.
Gentlemen's gear and garments, where we're going to take, I've had a contributor from a lady who lost her husband, who was well dressed, whose name shall forever stay anonymous, has brought over a truckload of clothing, bringing on some more. And these clothing are for young men and men who are going out on interviews, okay? And you need to know how to dress for an interview. You gotta come on Sunday morning. And you can get yourself some clothing or a suit. You ain't gonna get no wardrobe now. You're gonna get you a suit, maybe even some shoes, so that you can go and present yourself before a employer. But right now, I need your help as we're bringing in Dr. Wilma Shaw. And we're bringing in this program that's going to help our young girls. I'm about to play a selection that I recorded a few weeks ago that Dale wrote. It's called It's Not Your Fault. I want you to put the website on the page. Those of you all around this area, go to nakedtruth.com. On the main page, it tells you how to give. You can give on Giveify, you can give on PayPal, Cash App. It's all to be able to present at this particular workshop. I got to go out and get a projector, screen, all types of things to make it happen for you. Well, I want all of our young ladies that's going through this trauma, I want you to understand that what you're going through is not your fault. That's the wrong one. This one will work too, though. Yes, this is Standing on the Edge. I get the wrong one. But this one will work too. This one is called Standing on the Edge About to Fall, and You Caught Me. Many of you as young women, older women, you were standing on the edge of your problem and did nobody come to your assistance. Your mama, your daddy, nobody but God. I'll play it since it's already playing. words of this. I was standing on the edge, and you called me. Thank you, Lord. I'm just taking y'all along. Well, that's great. Don't send me no request to get my show live, because that ain't gonna happen. I was standing on the edge of the wall, and you called me. Thank you, Lord. You gave me the strength to stand. Anybody been standing on the edge of the wall? You gave me the strength to stand. From check to check, could I withhold myself? Bills comes with high, the rent was 3 months past due. 3 months of money, yeah. Every week you another paying on. Everything would be okay. I was standing on the edge of the wall, and you called me. Thank you, Lord. You gave me the strength to stand. And you called me. Thank you, Lord. You gave me the strength to stand. Pastor, what I need to do now? Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Thank you, Lord. You gave me the strength to stand. Yeah, that song, that was written also by Dale. Standing on the edge, about to fall. You gave me the strength to stand. Yeah, sometimes you just need the strength to stand. We're doing this for young girls. Some of you as women, you went through the pain, you went through the hurt, and you find yourself in a shape where you don't know what to do, where to do it at, how to make your life any better whatsoever. You know. And that's the reason we're having this particular function. Turn it back, you got it up? Let me see if I can do it. This This is called It's Not Your Fault. This is for all the victims of sexual abuse.
And for some reason you're still holding on to the pain and the trauma. Thinking that it actually occurred to you.
I wrote this when the young lady came to me and I found out about a problem.
Your mama wasn't paying attention.
She just didn't see the signs. Too busy enjoying her life to read between the lines. Ooh, your innocence was stolen, never to be replaced.
Never to be replaced.
You're going through a repeated nightmare
Going through repeated nightmares.
with a fake smile on your face.
Smile on your face.
It's not your fault for any of these. Don't blame yourself anymore. It's not your fault. Keep pushing through your past to what your future has in store. She should have protected you.
She should have protected you.
Fought with both tooth and nail.
All the tooth and nail.
She was blind to your pain
She was running to your pain.
as you went through pure hell.
As you went through pure hell.
What I want you to do right now is just hold your head up.
Hold your head up, yeah.
See, what has happened is your strength has gotten you
Your
through.
strength has got you through.
But there is just one thing
There is one thing
I would like to say to you.
I would like to say to you.
It's not your fault. You didn't ask for any of these. Don't blame yourself anymore. It's not your fault. Keep pushing through your path to what your future has in store. You were lied on and threatened.
You were lied on and threatened.
Yeah. You were battered.
Battle and confused.
You were broken and you were tortured.
You were broken and tortured.
Sold, discouraged, and abused.
Discouraged and abused.
Your anger displaced.
Anger was displayed.
You mad at the whole damn world.
Mad at the whole damn world.
Having to do grown women things
Having to do grown woman things.
when you were just a little girl.
You were just a little girl.
But I gotta tell you tonight, it's not your fault. You didn't ask for any of these. Don't blame yourself anymore. It's not your fault. Keep pushing through your path to what the future has in store. What I'm gonna do now?
Bring in your confidence.
Bring your pain to a halt.
Bring your pain to a halt.
Sometimes, baby girl, it's gonna hurt like hell. An open wound with salt. No more secrets, no more lies. Unlock that vault. You were a victim of sexual assault. I got to tell you one last time. It's not your fault. You didn't ask for any of these. Don't blame yourself anymore. It's not your fault. Keep pushing through your path to what the future has in store. It's not your fault. Yeah. If you would like to get those two selections, you can go to the website, negativeleM.com. That's the church website right there. It says, what is that, music? What's it right there, David? Music. Just punch on that and you're able to purchase those selections. It's not your fault. And, and I say to Diamond, if you're watching somewhere tonight, baby, it's not your fault. I say to Maya Allen, who at 16 years old had a gun put to her head and she was taken into sex trafficking. All of probably the nasty things that you had to do that you didn't want to do. Baby girl, it's not your fault. I'd say to all of the young ladies in this city and across the country that's missing tonight, if you're watching this program, just by chance, you found this program, whether it's on social media or you're watching somewhere by way of TV, go home. Call your mama. And then mamas, don't, where you been? Where you at? With arms wide open. Take that girl back in. Get her some help, professional help, that is going to change her life. Because it's not your fault. I don't care if you're standing on the edge and you're about to fall. God got you. And God got psychologists, psychiatrists, got trauma experts, got people that can lead you back to a normal life. And there are some of you as older women who you're still going through some of the reasons that some of you right now, you can't have sex with your husband is because every time you lay down, your mind goes back to the trauma and the abuse that some demonic, nothing as man did to you. I don't care what color you are tonight. The first person that you got to forgive is yourself. If you're holding yourself mentally hostage to what happened to you in your past, the ransom has already been paid. All you got to do, baby, is release yourself. Forgive yourself. Acknowledge tonight that it was not your fault. Do all you can do to work on you. That's what's got to take place in all of the lives of individual women who've been abused. You got to fight back. You cannot let the enemy, and the enemy is not always Satan. Enemy was that man that your mama let move in the house. Sometimes your mama was the enemy because she turned her head. She just let it happen to you. Well, you got to release it and let it go. You got to say, I'm ready to live. The pain, it happened to me, but I'm ready to live. I'm ready to start thinking positive thoughts about life and positive thoughts about myself. Many of you have found yourself in depressed states and you even felt like life was not worth living. Because of something that has happened to you that was not your fault. You thought about cutting your wrist, taking a bottle of pills, jumping off that bridge. And I'm for sure that many a person that has jumped off a bridge, that in between that jump and that water, changed their mind. But the law of gravity would not allow it to be. I'm telling you tonight, it's not your fault. The Thaddeus Matthews TV show is an advocate for our missing children. If your child is missing, I am not going to wait for the police to give clearance. I own and control the Thaddeus Matthews show. if you contact me and you can validate what you're saying, that your child is missing, you can get me a picture. Put Myra's picture back up. If you can validate that your child is missing, then the Thaddeus Matthews show is going to do what is necessary to get the story out. That young lady there is Myra Allen, 16 years of age. She's 5'3", 170 pounds. She was last seen in the 1000 block of Peabody Avenue. She was last seen wearing a black dress, blue jeans jacket, and sandals with fur. If you know where this child is tonight, I beg you to notify the Memphis Police Department at 545-2677. 545-2677. Or the Missing Persons Bureau at 636-4479. If you are a person that is holding this young lady against her will, or even if it's her will to be where you are seriously breaking the law. And you can be very seriously incarcerated. Take the child to the fire department. If you don't want to turn the child in, call the police and let them come to the house. But you don't want to be caught, though, do you? Take them to the fire station. We cannot allow our children to keep on missing the way they are and nobody does nothing. And again, I want to personally thank Police Director Michael Rollins, that when I called him this morning, and I missed him the first call, and I left a message, I think I left a message, or he saw my number, he called me back within the hour. We talked about this, and even though members of the police department had not did their due diligence in this, had not got the citywide watch, once the police director got involved, by 3 o'clock this afternoon, there was a city watch out for Maya Allen. I'm hopeful, and this mother is prepared and already has a treatment center ready to take care of her daughter and see whatever dysfunctions and whatever can be done. She already has a place ready for this child. But I urge mothers tonight to open up the doors of communication tonight with your daughters. Let your daughters, especially those that are 13, 14, 15, 16 years old, hell, maybe even 12, let them be able to come and speak with you, speak to you honestly. No more secrets, no more lies. I need your financial support in what we're trying to do to save your daughters. I'm trying to put a program together with some people that I met with on Monday to bring probably one of the greatest men and boys ministry, especially to the North Memphis, Raleigh area. If it works out well for the church, It works out well for our young people. We've got to do what we can do. The old excuse is what the church don't do. The days of just praying and getting on your knees and, Lord, here we is standing in the need of prayer. Those days are not the days that we need now. We need you to know that God hears and answers all prayers, but faith without works is dead. Get up off your damn knees and be about the work of saving our young people. That's what it's all about. Go to the site, NakedTruthLEM.com, and donate. I don't care what you got. You may not have a $10. That's the best you got. Then do it. Do your best. You got $50, do it. You got $100, do it. You got 1,000, do it. We have ministries in place that are holistic. It deals with the whole man. You politicians, I need your advertising. We'll soon. I'm waiting to get with Floyd Bonham, and we're going to get back to pushing his election. We're going to be taking care of Floyd Bonham to become the next sheriff of Shelby County. That's who I want you to vote for. Those of you in Senate District 33, I think that's 33, Reginald Tate, Senator Reginald Tate. I'm going to be telling you about some of the many accomplishments that Reginald Tate has made. There are those like Sarah Kyle, those like Lee Harris, who are endorsing Cheryl Wright's sister for politics. But Reginald Tate has crossed party lines to get things done. It ain't about being a Democrat, it ain't about being a Republican. It's about getting results for the common man and common people. So you're going to be hearing from him. You already got Eddie Neal. We need to get rid of that showboat, G.A. Holloway. Talked to State Representative Barbara Cooper on yesterday. That's my girl. Barbara Cooper is one that I can call. I don't care what's going on. I can call Barbara Cooper, and she's going to call me back, and she's going to get me an answer. It may not always be the answer that I want, but Barbara Cooper, we need to maintain Barbara Cooper as a state representative. Okay? So, those of you who are politicians, y'all need to call me. Get your money together, and let's do what we need to do. Thank you so very much. I know the game is going on, and I know anytime the game going on, the numbers cut down. And I'm going to go home and watch the end of the games and watch the real King James version take place tonight on the game between the Cavaliers and who's that? What's the name of that other team? Golden somebody. But I'm going to go home and do that. Thank you so very much. Tijuana Allen, we're going to keep on working on this particular case. Again, those of you who got situations, get in touch with the cussing pastor that not only cuss, but he gets results. Hey, did that rhyme? I not only cuss, but I get results. That's it. That sounds kind of sloganish. Sloganish. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I am the baddest man on TV. I am Thaddeus Augustus Matthews, Mabel Jordan's oldest boy. And I'm a bad man. Whether I'm on social media or whether I'm here with the thousands of you that tune in every night and have for the last 5 years here on the SBP TV network. Thank you so much for being here. Until tomorrow night, top of the evening to you. Top of the evening.